to Rockin' Country Radio, today's hottest country and more. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Rockin' Country Radio. It is Tuesday. It's a brand new week, and I hope that everything in your part of the world is going very well. I am your host for the evening, DJ Delta Dawn. Very glad to be here with you, and I want to welcome everyone to our show tonight. Man, we have got quite a few listeners out there joining us, and if you're brand new to our program and this is your first time here, thank you so very much as well, and you picked a great night because I tell you, our guest tonight, I absolutely love this lady. I've had the privilege of interviewing her before when her career was really starting to ramp up, and I've followed her progression from then to now, and I'm so excited to have her back tonight because, number one, she's a phenomenal artist. I love her music. She's really, truly exemplifies what country music is all about, and to just be able to have a conversation with her and follow up to just see what's been going on in her world, and I can tell you she's been one busy lady from a year and a half ago when we interviewed her initially. And in case you don't know who I'm talking about tonight, I'm going to give you a little background on her before we bring her on. She admits that, and she said this in our first interview, that she is somewhat of a late bloomer as far as country music goes. But country music has always been a part of her life. And, she grew up in a household full of country music with her mom loving it, and so she's always been exposed to it, and she just got bitten by the music bug and decided to pursue her dream of becoming a country music star. And she has released a single that has gotten so much enormous airplay and recognition. The single is Secondhand Dreams, and in fact the video for Secondhand Dreams has had an impressive 1.8 million plays. And I can tell you, if you've not seen the video, when we wrap here tonight, go to YouTube or go to her website and check it out. It is a great video. I loved it from the first time I saw it, and it's just very well done, and it's no wonder that it's gotten the plays that it has. But she has just done some incredible things in the world of country music, and she has some even more exciting news to share tonight. A lot of things are happening, a lot of things are coming up, and she's playing a lot of dates in the U.S. now, as well as her native Canada. So without further ado, I am thrilled to welcome back to our show Miss Tanya Marie Harris. Hello, Tanya.
Hello, my dear. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am always good, always good.
Well, I would say so. From just continually following you on social media and staying up on everything that's going on with you, I mean, it's never a dull moment for one thing, and it seems like there's always something new and exciting that you're sharing with your fans and followers, and I'd say life has been treating you pretty good since we last spoke.
It really has, and I can say, since you mentioned social media, I can really thank a lot of my followers, on Twitter and Facebook for a lot of their support right now. So I know that some of them are out there listening right now, so, just thank you so much. It has been just an exciting time, and I've been excited to share it with everybody, so.
I know social media is such a wonderful venue, a medium, to not only promote your music, but to really connect with your fans. And I have to applaud your fans, because every time we have tweeted out about this interview, we've had your fans have been retweeting and commenting and letting us know they're excited that you were going to be on the show tonight. And I know that's got to be exciting for you as well. But I want to say thank you to all your fans for being so gracious and doing that to help promote this, because this is I know they're excited, because we have been excited ever since we booked this and knew that you were going to get to come back and chat with us about what's been going on since the last time we spoke. So you've got some awesome fans.
Yes, I really do. And it's really great, too, when I finally get to meet some of those new fans, because a lot of those new fans, I just met them on social media, and then all of a sudden they're out at a show and they introduce themselves as so-and-so from Twitter, and it's an amazing feeling to know that we've made that connection, and that's why they're at the show. So it's really awesome.
Yeah, and I have to commend you because you have been so incredibly busy, but you still manage to make time for your fans. I see you're interacting with them all the time, and I know that has to mean a great deal to them. But you know, sometimes I'm just amazed at all that you're able to do because I know how busy you are, and so to have any time for social media at all at this point, you know, is just unbelievable. So you've been doing, I mean, and let's just kind of back up because I think I personally want to catch up with everything that's been going on with you, but I know a lot of folks out there who love you to pieces, you know, also follow you regularly. And when we spoke last, you know, you had just signed with the management company, you'd launched a brand new website, Secondhand Dreams was just emerging, the video was out. I mean, everything was just right on the cusp of kind of exploding and taking off. So talk a little bit about what's been going on from then to now.
Okay. Well, I remember the last time we spoke, actually, was just after I finished in studio cutting a song called If I Can't Have Tomorrow. And so since then, we've released that on iTunes, and it's got an excellent response. It's just a song that I just wanted to release. It's not a radio release, just something that I wanted out there. And well, geez, what else has gone on? We've had a wonderful time touring. We've been on and off constantly for the last year. Out, you know, as far as we went to the Montauk Music Festival, which is an amazing festival there on Long Island, New York, and it got to meet some other amazing artists, and just it was a really good, fun time. And we got to see just a random potbelly pig cross the road for no reason. I don't know where the potbelly pig came from, but that was in Montauk, New York. And, you know, we've really done a lot of branching out into the U.S., which has been really great. The venues and the fans in the U.S. are definitely, you know, one of a kind, you know, and the country music fan in general, just one of a kind kind of fan, you know, they're loyal fans. So it's always an exciting experience hitting a new venue. Well, since then also, recently Secondhand Dreams has been nominated for Song of the Year with the Independent Country Music Association. And as well, it's up for, I think I'm up for the Fan Choice Awards as well with the Independent Country Music Association. So fans can go on and vote for that. But I believe there's only 2 days of voting left. So if you're listening and you want to vote, head on over to the Independent Country Music Association, and they'll let you know how to vote. And yeah, so I've been back to Nashville since then as well, and sat down with my good friend David. He and I wrote Secondhand Dreams together, and he had asked if I would love to write another one with, along with his good friend Lala Deaton. And I said, absolutely, the more the merrier. It's always an exciting experience being down there. And so we just finished writing a new track called Treat Me Like Your Girlfriend. And no one's heard it yet. It's in the middle of being mastered at the moment, and it will be released on iTunes. And I'm pretty sure we're looking at that one being the next radio release in the future. And we, again, just like Secondhand Dreams, took it and we sat down and wrote it and went ahead and cut it the next day. So as you know, exciting as that is, my producers looked at me and said, you know, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop coming down here, writing a song and cutting it the next day because, you know, it's not going to be that awesome every single time. And I said, what are you talking about? Isn't that what Nashville is? You know, you come down, you write a song, you cut it. And they said, no, that's not how it works at all. You come down, you write. Oh, and then you might cut a song, you know, then you might cut an album, you know, not this magical experience that I keep having where I just come down, write, and cut. So I have promised to make it down to Nashville a lot more in the future. So, yes, but they are going to snap my hands if I try that again.
You know what? But I'm sitting here as you're talking about that. I'm thinking to myself, look, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing it. I mean, if it's brought you success already, you know, of course, what works for you doesn't always work for everybody. But you know, hey, you're the exception to the rule. That's what you tell your producer.
Why not?
It's the exception to the rule. Just keep doing it, and if it keeps bringing you results, and ultimately he's going to be happy and benefit. So just keep on doing it. You know,
exactly.
That's awesome. I mean, and well, I can tell you if the new single is anything like what we've heard from you previously, it's going to be a great single. And now I have to ask, although this may be a little premature, but will there be a video to go along with the new single once it's released?
There will be a new video, yes, to go along with Treat Me Like a Girlfriend, yes.
Well,
we're just in the storyboard stage at the moment.
Well, I was going to say there almost has to be, because with over 1.8 million views of Secondhand Dreams, I mean, that's it's almost like you got to do a video for this new song as well, and hope for you that you get 2 million or more on the next song, So keep with the same regimen of things that you're doing. Well, I tell you, it sounds like, no, I know that you have been incredibly busy, and a lot of great things have been happening for you, obviously. And I love the fact that you've been able to get into the U.S. more, you're touring more here. And are you in the U.S. more at this point than Canada, or do you get to go back to Canada, or are you kind of still in between pretty evenly?
It's fairly even at this point, but looking into the booking for 2015, it looks as though I will be in the U.S. A lot more than back home here in Canada. But you have to figure, man, America's a big country, right? So there's just so many places and exciting places to be. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, that is very exciting. And have you ever contemplated or thought that at some point you may have to move to Nashville, since you're going to be doing more shows in the U.S.?
That has been a thought that has been discussed here at home on the odd occasion, and it's something that we'll just have an ongoing discussion of. It's definitely a possibility.
Oh, well, that's very, very exciting, I must tell you. Now, you had mentioned before we went live that you are going to be playing in an upcoming show in West Virginia. Talk a little bit about that, because that's a big, big deal.
Yes, I was so honored to be invited to perform at the Wheeling Jamboree, the legendary Wheeling, West Virginia Jamboree, and that's actually coming up on August 9th. And actually the night before we're in Cincinnati, and then we have to haul our butts down there, and then we're hoping for a really exciting show. I know that, they do have a lot of different kind of artists on, but they do have a lot of traditional, country. So I'm going to be coming in with my little bit of a rock vibe here and there, and I'm hoping it goes over really, really well. But of course, the important thing is that me and my guys have a good time while we're doing it. And then as soon as we're done that show, I have to haul my butt back home as fast as I possibly can. It is my daughter's birthday on the 10th, so I must get back home.
And no flight delays at all. I mean, that can happen, So how old will your daughter be? Because I know when we spoke before, you talked about, kind of coming into the country music scene, a little later than most aspiring artists that are trying to, follow their dreams. And you have a child, and how has that all worked out for you? Because you definitely are tons busy now. I mean, much busier than you were when we spoke last time. So how has it all worked?
Well, I guess it's just I constantly remind myself to keep the balance. So first off, Abby, she'll be 3, so I'm so excited. It's just an amazing time of development for her. She's just constantly blooming and discovering, and it's just amazing. I'm just so grateful to my family, my parents, because they're kind of in the base where my band kind of travels out of in Chatham, Ontario, and so I bring Abby there, and I am grateful to make it back home, if not every week, every other, and am home with her. And when I come home, the rule is pretty much Sunday and Monday I try to ignore social media. I will do a few responses here and there, but, I kind of ignore that. I also wish I could, but just don't have the time to watch TV because, of course, I still do all my own promotion and all my own graphic design for everything. So, it's really, that kind of business, right? I'm an independent artist, so to keep on top of everything, I keep a rather tight schedule, and there's a lot of lack of sleep.
Yeah, I get that too. I mean, people are like, you need to go to bed. My mom is always like, really worrying about, are you getting enough rest? Did you rest well last night? And I'm like, Mother, one day I'm gonna die and I'll sleep and sleep and sleep. But that's the running joke. But seriously, I mean, I know what you mean. Sometimes there's not enough time in the day, and I know from running the radio show, I'm kind of like you. I'm independent. I'm doing it all myself, and I'm not out on the road like you are out there performing as well. And so I can only imagine how stretched thin you must be, trying to manage it all. From the business end to the artist performing end. I mean, that is, it takes a great multitasker within to be able to do that. You do realize, right?
Yes, I do. But that's the great thing, though, is about from the business aspect moving on to the performance aspect. It's when I actually get to step on the stage that I actually get to let go of all the business side of everything and do the one thing that I intend to do, is to be on that stage and connect with hopefully people connect with the music and the performance, and it's when I get to do that it makes it all worth it. It's the one thing other than my daughter that is worth no sleep. That is worth the hard work, and it's worth the hours put in, and I firmly believe that, any independent artist, given the opportunity to do what I'm doing, if they're willing to do the same kind of work that I'm doing, that they can be doing just as many things as I am, so it's just a matter of, it's a big pie, and I'm just looking for my own little slice of it to be able to tour and do what I want to do. So, it's a tough schedule, but I believe anyone can do it.
Oh yeah, and with it takes an enormous amount of dedication and, as you said, hard work. But and in a lot of ways, you probably do it so effectively well because you are a mom, and as a mom, we're juggling things anyway. As you can, you've got that whole other side of you, in your private life, being a mother, that a lot of artists, they don't necessarily, deal with or have that going on as well. So that's a whole other facet that you're juggling and that you're managing well, in addition to, the artist, the business side of your life. So, but, I think I've always said that in order to be a mom, that is a requirement. You have to be a multitasker, and you have to be able
with
to
eyes
shift
on the back of
gears
your
at a
head.
moment. That's right. At a moment's notice, things are going to change, and you've got to be ready to adapt and go with it. So, and I imagine very much the same in the music biz, with things, always happening, and and always having to be interactive and with fans and management, and just making sure that all the fires are going and everything is in order. It's a tough job as it is, and to be a mom and you're doing it, that should be an inspiration for anyone who is also striving, for their piece of the pie in the biz. That if you can do it, anybody can do it. Isn't that right?
Exactly. And it's the support team too, right? It's the whole. I've just actually been blessed. I'm not going to lie to you, just absolutely blessed to have the right people come around me, whether, from my band of killer musicians right down to, Carl at the farm. He's an amazing guy. We keep our tour van there, and, he just does so much work for me on mechanic-wise, and then, of course, my management team just keeping me on the straight and narrow as to what kind of the path is that we're going to be taking. And there's always changes there, too, but it's always the team around you. It's never a one-man job, you know what I mean? But I do, again, as much as I do a lot of the work myself, it's because of those other people that I can.
And it does take a team, right? I mean, as the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I think it takes a village of people, the right people around you or any artist, to be able to do what you love and to manage it so effectively, so that there are no stones unturned and you don't miss a beat in the process. So
exactly.
And I guess the question I have for you, though, in spite of all that, is I imagine at times it's got to be a little bit hectic and stressful. And how in the world do you stay calm and balanced through it all? Because I know, just being a mom can make us feel that way sometimes. But being a mom, with working on a career that you're doing, that just kind of adds to it. And as you said, you've got a great network of people. But for you personally, I mean, do you ever take downtime for yourself? Do you have that opportunity very often?
I don't, but I do at the same time. This might kind of sound a little dorky, but I meditate on a pretty much daily basis, whether it be for 5-10 minutes, and I really try to practice gratitude. I really just try to be grateful in everything I do. And one of the strangest things is I'm really grateful for all the mistakes that I make along the way, because I feel like everybody's got to love their mistakes, because you've learned something. You've learned either what not to do or what to do from them. So, I just meditate and gratitude, and I try to be grateful for those mistakes as well. And the minute you become grateful and accept a mistake, because it's really, the little mistakes here and there that you make are just, kind of little lapse in judgment or missing the beat on something here and there, that if you don't accept, it's really hard to let go. So it's really all about learning to be grateful and let go.
Yeah, most definitely. I couldn't have said it any better, and that because that keeps you very positive, and it keeps you from getting into a place, within yourself that would not be very effective or beneficial to you as you're trying to continue to pursue this career of music and also balance on the other end of being a mom and that side of things. So I think that is a key to everything in life, is just gratitude and being thankful. And always counting our blessings, because that's kind of what keeps us going and keeps us motivated, for sure.
Exactly.
Well, Tanya, I'm thrilled to pieces that we've had a chance to talk, and I'm very, very excited for what's to come for you. And I'm sure, when we have a chance to chat again, you're going to have more great news. I can't wait for the new single to come out. It'll be here before you know it. I know you said it's still a few months out, but I can't wait. It's going to be great, and look forward to the video to that as well.
I'll make sure to send you a copy.
Oh, definitely, and we will make sure to play it. Every time we play Secondhand Dreams or any of your music, on our weekly show, people are constantly retweeting it out. People love you. It's very much a testament to your fans and how loyal they are and dedicated to you and believe in you and what you're doing. So just keep on keeping on. You are awesome, and we love you to pieces, and certainly wish you all the best as you continue to go forward.
Thank you so much, hon. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and I'm sure we will be in touch, and please keep us posted. We're happy to continue to promote you, and anything we can do for you, just let us know.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Well, hopefully we get to meet in person sometime real soon.
I hope so. I hope to see you out on the road, and happy birthday to your daughter upcoming, and good luck in West Virginia. And I wish I was a little bit closer. I'd try to scoot over there and see you when you're in town, but we're going to have to get you to North Carolina for sure.
Absolutely. I am making those plans for 2015, so we'll make it happen.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Tanya, for being our special guest, and we'll be talking to you real soon.
Thanks for having me, hon.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What a sweetheart. Tanya Marie Harris, everyone. And I tell you, I enjoy talking to her so much because she's just one of my favorite artists. She's one of the first people that I interviewed when I started doing radio shows, and she's been really near and dear to my heart ever since. And I absolutely love watching how things have unfolded for her as I've continued to follow her career. She is definitely going places, and things are, oh my gosh, compared to when I talked to her the first time, which she was really doing some amazing things in music, but things have all but, just tremendously snowballed since that time, and it's really exciting to see this happen. And every time she makes a trip to Nashville, she's just one step closer as far as I'm concerned. So very excited for her, and we will continue to support her as she goes forward. And I know many of you absolutely love her and her music. She's a phenomenal artist, and So we're just so proud to be affiliated with her and what she is doing. As we wrap tonight, we're going to play a couple songs, and we're going to play one that we haven't played in a while on our show. That was one of the first songs that we played by her when we were started this radio gig, and it was an early release from her called "A Woman Scorned" that got a lot of airplay, got a lot of attention, and equally great song. And of course we will follow with Secondhand Dreams, but before we roll into that, just want to thank everyone for being here this evening and for joining us. And again, if you're a first time listener, welcome aboard. We are glad that you joined us, and we hope that you'll be back again. We are here every Monday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be back again tomorrow night with another great indie artist that we'll be chatting with. And also, one announcement, we have just launched a merchandise store with some very interesting merchandise in it. That's all I'll tell you. But if you go to our website, rockandcountryradio.com, just click on the button link there at the very top of the website, and it'll take you to our store. And just check out some of the merchandise. Tweet us, let us know what you think. And hey, all I'll say is, bro country better watch out. So, for Rockin' Country Radio, I'm wishing everyone a wonderful evening, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern. And thank you so much, and thank you to Tanya Marie Harris for being our special guest. For Rockin' Country Radio, I'm DJ Delta Dawn, signing off and wishing you all a wonderful night. God bless.
Candy couple in bed with the redhead. She threw a fit and a fern and the effort at the both of them. She peppered in with babies cause she couldn't find the 12 gauge. Said Cindy Lou, I know your husband and there's gonna be hell to pay. There ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a country girl trading her halo for horn. The neighbors knew they were in for a war. They saw a screaming half-naked Waffle House waitress flying off the porch. No one slams the door like a woman scorned. Candy came back, Bo was zipping up his Levi. She chased him round the kitchen, he was trying to apologize. He down a 9 and a 1, for she landed that left hook. She knocked him out cold, Candy stronger than she looked. There ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a country girl trading her halo for horn. The neighbors knew who was winning that war. They saw a half-naked bleeding husband who'd been cheating spread eagle on the floor. No one slams the door like a woman. just in a little shack on the poor side of the railroad track. Just skin and bones and dirty clothes, killing time and kicking stones. Midnight daddy would make it home, then he was back to work when the rooster crowed. He paid my way and sacrificed his own damn life to give me mine. Secondhand dreams, he wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe those memories, hold that ground, my roots run deep. That angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. Daddy's little girl ain't a girl no more. High-rise job, 18th floor. I knew I made it when I made him proud, but I gotta give credit, couldn't do without his secondhand dreams. He wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe those memories, hold that ground, my roots run deep. That angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. Every day I look around and I gotta count my blessings for the role that he played without ever second guessing. Those secondhand dreams, he wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe those memories, hold that ground, my roots run deep. That angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. His soul and his secondhand
Check out Rockin' Country Radio on the web. Find us at rockincountryradio.com, on Twitter at rockin_CTRY, and on Facebook at Rockin' Country Radio.